You're ready, right? Didn't want to presume.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe you were meditating. Maybe you didn't even know you were here right now. Maybe you were on some other plane. Maybe you were doing the things Abba does in season 3 of Ted Lasso before games.
Yep.
Started season 3 of Ted Lasso the other day.
Nice.
Took me a while to get into it. Anyways,
Cool.
yeah.
Did you watch Severance?
2 episodes.
I've also seen 2 episodes.
Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched 2 episodes a while ago, and I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Why?
I think I'm gonna wait
You're gonna wait?
until it's not popular.
Why?
And then I'll ask people about it and talk about it more. I'm gonna wait until all the hype dies.
Why?
I feel like I'll enjoy it more.
Feel bad saying this again, but why?
I feel like when the hype around a show like that is so huge and like everybody's talking about it, you think it's like gonna be so fucking good, and then it's like just a show.
I mean, like what? What shows have you been let down by that
Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones let you down?
yeah, like the ending of it at least.
Okay. All right. Fair
But
enough.
there's also a lot of like online stuff out there about the ending of Game of Thrones being really bad.
Sure. I haven't seen Game of Thrones either, but I heard good things. So you're waiting it out. How long do you think until Severance is not the talk of the town? Because they just got renewed for another season.
Yeah, I know.
So
I think the hype will die out in the summer.
in the summer, so between seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're like
I'm just gonna binge it all.
okay. You're not. I thought you were saying like you're waiting until Severance is done, and then a few years go by, and
Well,
then
maybe.
the Severance ripples away, and then you'll be like, okay, now I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that.
Yeah, maybe that'll be it.
Okay.
I didn't realize it got picked up for another season. I thought it was gonna.
Yeah. So it seemed like a lot of waiting you're gonna have to do.
Well,
Um,
we'll see. How many do you think they'll go past 3 seasons?
yeah,
I think most people know that like the first 3 seasons are always the best of any,
maybe.
except maybe like Sunny. I feel like it's like season 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Could be. But what if it's great? You know, what if
It could be
season?
great. It could be great.
Yeah, it could be great.
You know what is great?
What?
The Pretty Good Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. It's not. It's pretty good.
Okay. Zing. I guess. You got me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got.
What'd you do yesterday?
I had a show.
Oh yeah, you had damn good.
Yeah.
Or Cowboy Room Comedy.
Yeah.
Is
Did
what
that.
it's called now.
Full house. Good old time. Did the mic after. Another good old time.
Nice.
Went home.
Nice.
Drank.
Nice.
Sit down. What'd you yesterday?
I went to Tree Fort with Hattie and started drinking pretty heavily because my truck kind of blew up.
So you started drinking heavily,
Mm-hmm.
like because of that. You
Kinda.
wouldn't have if the truck was fine.
Yeah, probably. Would have.
Okay. What happened?
When we were driving home a couple nights ago, I was coming up the hill in the truck, like just like the clutch completely went out and I couldn't get it into another like a lower gear, and a bunch of smoke came up out of the engine
Oh.
and it died, and I had to just let it coast down the hill, and someone gave us a ride home.
Hmm.
And then yesterday I was uh oh my god, I don't remember anything from yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah, I made a fool of myself, tore up my jacket, lost my phone for the majority of the night and day today.
Where'd you find your phone?
Phone ended up being found by a guy named Josh. Shout out Josh, who found my phone by the river,
By the river.
by the river, and returned it to the security people who had it. The MAV Event Services at Treefort, they had it. Shout out to the people at the event place. Thank you for having my phone.
What were you doing by the river?
I was peeing probably.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Last night everybody was going out because the bathroom lines were so long at Treefort. It was shorter to go outside of like the venue through like the side entrance, pee by the river, and then come back in. And there was like every 10 feet, like dudes pissing by the river last night. It was kind of hilarious.
It's kind of beautiful. It's
It
like
was.
animals grazing.
It was really beautiful, but yeah, I must have fallen because I was drunk and looking for a spot to pee by the river where
Sure.
there's lots of trees and stuff.
There are.
And I think I dropped my phone and like couldn't find it and was too drunk, and then ended up walking a while, and somehow my jacket got torn, and then I was reconnected with Hattie, and then yeah.
Sounds like you're a mess.
Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm a mess, Max.
Okay, damn.
I'm sorry to
Well,
come off totally like that. It's been a rough couple days.
I mean, it seems like really the only thing is the truck, and
Yeah,
you're choosing to let that affect the rest of your days.
I know, and that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Be like water
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
is what I need to do, and not be like corrosive acid.
Or in some ways, be like corrosive acid and just don't give a fuck what's in your way, you know? Just burn through it, dog.
I feel like that's what got me here.
Well, you got to balance it a little bit. You shouldn't take everything totally literal, but a little
true.
bit.
That's true.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Lost your phone by the river.
Found it though.
Found your phone.
Shout out Josh.
Who like got in contact? How'd you get?
Hattie was calling me a bunch, and obviously I wasn't answering, so she was getting worried. And then so she got a hold of Dakota, because Dakota has my location all the time. And he was like, "I'll try to call him." And Dakota called me, and some guy named Josh picked up the phone, and was like, "Hey, I just found this phone by the river." And Dakota's like, "Well, go give it to fucking Lost and Found or whatever."
Rude. The guy just found your phone. Dakota's right away with the fucking orders. I'm sure the guy was gonna.
Yeah, probably. I feel like the call was what like the guy was just walking by the phone at the perfect point to go pee by the river when Dakota called, and he just like looked at it, answered it, and then like took it to the
Pissed on your phone a little bit.
yeah, probably maybe threw it because it's like, or I threw it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some things happen.
See, this could be like a switch focus thing. There's some good that happened this weekend.
There was
Someone
some
could
good.
have just walked off with your phone.
That's so true. And then when I got back actually and like was charging it, it went into like recovery mode for a second where I had to like restore it basically by plugging it in my computer, and I updated it, and it went back to normal. So that's good.
Somebody was letting you drink away your car anger and was going to reset the universe at the end of the weekend for you.
That's true.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm. Big picture.
Yeah. Was this the week that I was supposed to record your set?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
Fuck.
Did you
Totally.
put it in your calendar like you said?
Maybe. Sorry, I gotta check all the calendars.
Yeah, man's has got to have 5. Okay, I don't think it's important.
I didn't.
Um, no, yeah, it's okay. It was a good show. There will be more.
Did you get audio?
Yeah,
Was Jasmine taking pictures?
yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
You could do like a
I could.
photo.
Yeah. A photo audio.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
That's
with
awesome.
my damn good set
Damn. Yeah,
because I didn't get
that's awesome.
video of it.
Cool. Hell yeah. I can. Um, daylight savings was weird. They made the show so it was in the sunlight. That was kind of odd.
Daylight savings happened?
I don't know, a little bit ago. The point is, the show yesterday, the sun was shining in the
Oh,
room,
okay.
which is fun.
You, I don't. Did you?
Are you awake?
I don't know if I'm alive.
Okay. Physically, how do you feel?
Not great.
Okay. Starting
Bad.
with your legs, how are they?
Bad. They hurt. My feet hurt. My calf. Definitely something is pulled.
Yeah.
Like somewhere. Right. Actually, not somewhere. Like right here.
Mm.
Hurts bad. All the time now.
As of this weekend, or just like it's just been a thing forever?
As of this weekend, my PE toe still really hurts from when I stubbed it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's broken.
Right on.
Um,
We're just ignoring that.
yeah.
Okay.
And then my hand I think that's from a dog.
Right on.
And I have a bruise on my elbow
Mm-hmm.
from elbowing my truck window when it blew up. I was mad. And I went, Kyle.
You can't do that.
I know. And I'm going through it.
Literally, it's just your truck.
It's not.
Okay.
It
And your
is.
bike.
It's the truck. It's the truck and some other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have a really bad bump on my head.
Yeah.
Like
Did you bump something with your head?
like this is all swollen here, and then there's another one like here. Just kind of this whole area is kind of bumpy. I think I was hitting myself in the head.
Dude. First of all, lie. Say
Yeah.
something else. Second, sad.
I was really drunk and mad at myself.
So you.
Yeah, kind of. I
That's a
think.
real
I don't
thing
really
people
know.
do?
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't remember.
Do you think that's something you could will yourself to do?
No, I think I probably fell on my fucking face a couple times, but
Okay.
I don't know exactly what happened last night. From the hours of 9:30.
AM
No,
and
from the
PM?
hours of like probably actually like 8 to you know what, I'm going to go earlier. I'm going to go 7
Okay.
to about 10:30. Nothing.
No alibi.
I know like some of the things I was doing at some of those times,
Uh-huh.
but like I couldn't put together like a good timeline.
When did you start drinking?
Like
Did you eat anything?
that was the problem. I had 2 bagels in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was not enough to combat the 40 beers you probably had. Like, if I had eaten, it would have been fine.
I just think it would have been better probably.
It makes 40 hit like 35. So,
No, and then I started off strong with like 3 to 4 of these like 8.5% gin cocktails in a can.
how many?
Like 4, maybe 5.
That
They
was
were
those were the
really
first.
smooth.
Those were your first drinks.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I had some free French fries from the Simple at Time little tray.
Okay, so you're basically full.
Yeah.
At this
And then I definitely had like other beers elsewhere. I don't.
You- okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't feel great. Made a fool of myself
Mm-hmm.
and had to do some apologizing
Oh,
this morning.
in like you punched people, or just like
No,
a
no,
sorry I
just
walked
like
away from you mid sentence.
like a sorry I made you think I was dead.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
And worried for my life.
Okay.
And then was like a, fool.
Okay. Yeah. And so going forward, what are we gonna do differently?
I'm gonna
Let's say next Friday your car blows up again.
okay.
What are you doing?
I'm probably not gonna drink that night.
Okay.
And I'm probably
Smart.
gonna deal with
Mm.
the car. So it's not sitting at the bottom of the hill for 4 days.
Yeah.
And here's the thing though, in a week I don't think I'll have a car.
Oh. Why?
I
'Cause
don't
it's
think
Dunzo.
I don't think it's recoverable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to take the tires off and
Put it on some blocks and leave it in the front yard for months and months at a time.
guess I don't know what else to do.
Tarp in the back and make it a hot tub. It's starting to get warm.
There we go.
Warm Ranger. Okay, so you're not going to drink.
I'm just not gonna like overdo it.
Yeah. How are we gonna
We're gonna pace ourselves.
like have like a timer on your like
No, just like not drink with a vengeance.
oh.
Drink with a I'm not gonna drink for a while.
What does that mean?
I mean, I'm not gonna have more than like a beer or 2 at a time for probably, I don't know, 6 weeks. And then something like this will happen again and
Yeah.
the cycle will start over.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, just like last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a weird noise.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it clicks.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're just gonna not drink 40 beers one day, but 2 every day, sort of thing.
Well, not every day, but like
You're gonna spread out your.
I'm gonna probably have maybe a beer at my open mic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
But I'm not gonna have like 12 canned cocktails starting at noon on a Saturday.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna try really hard.
I was gonna say, don't shut yourself off to new experiences.
It's nothing new.
Nothing wrong with the classics.
There are.
There
There are things wrong with the classics. So your show was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay,
Fun show.
what else did you do?
I've been reading the Wicked book.
Cool.
Yeah, these munchkins like to fuck.
It's
dude.
smutty.
It's smutty. Smutty.
Is this like a newer Wicked book, or is it like a?
No, it's like so Wicked the musical is like a parody technically of Wizard of Oz, and the Wicked book, I believe, is written. It's like a more in-depth story of the Wicked musical storyline, I believe. They're both written around the same time, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. This book is basically a dirtier, longer, more detailed story of the Wicked we all know and love on the stage.
Cool.
And these munchkins like to.
And there's a lot of munchkins banging.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So far.
That's super cool.
It is.
That's
They
so
say fucking sometimes.
no way.
It's pretty cool.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, way. Man. Um I wrote some questions for
Cool.
a guest that we were going to have a while ago, but it's kind of hard to schedule. So, but I figured the questions would be kind of fun to ask somebody who's pretending to be like this person.
Okay.
It's like, so let's pretend that this person is a event planner.
Okay.
And you're the event planner, and you can answer the questions as silly or as accurate, or as, you can try to actually answer the questions or whatever. And so how do you go about picking a venue? And you can be like, I don't know, I would talk to my client, or this, that, or that. But in this case, this profession is a someone who likes to host orgies.
Okay.
So Samson, sexpert Samson,
Yes.
when you have an orgy coming up, how do you prepare?
Well, first you need, those 5-gallon water jugs that like you see on the sides of sports fields.
Yes.
You need one of those with Gatorade,
Okay.
because when you have an orgy, there's a lot of fluid being lost and people
Mm.
need to replenish. So that's number one.
Is there a specific flavor?
Electrolytes. No.
Okay.
Whatever group, just say in the group chat like what flavor we feeling this week,
Okay.
Everyone knows you'll be talking about either flavored underwear
Oh.
or Gatorade.
Of course. Yeah.
You also need to have plastic, like, to put down on if you have carpet.
Okay.
If you don't want your carpets, if you don't want to have to pay for carpet cleaning afterwards. Hardwood floor is a little bit easier. You don't need to.
How do you like physically prep? Like, do you moisturize?
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're fully moisturized. I like to use a whole jar of coconut oil.
Whole jar.
Whole jar, get nice and oiled up. And then I also will do 16 coffee enemas
16.
throughout like the day before.
Yeah.
That way I get nice and prepped for whatever I might need.
Of course. Yeah, the coffee enemas.
Mhm.
I've heard those are getting really trendy these days.
They are. A lot of celebrities are doing them.
Yeah. And I'm sure, 16.
Kevin Hart does them all the time.
Does he?
Yep. Definitely true fact that I did not just make up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely does. Kevin Hart is known almost exclusively for coffee enemas at this point. He's like the leader in the technology
Is he now?
advancement for coffee enemas. He's coming up with crazier and crazier ways to squirt coffee up your butt.
Shit, I didn't know that. I hadn't heard about that. That's really interesting. 16 a day, huh?
Yeah, but there's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So you have like 3 windows of 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And in each of those 8-hour windows, you do, 4.
All right. Yeah. So give me kind of just the run through of a full from Evite to Ejac. That the whole night. From people showing
No,
up to
no,
when
no.
they
We don't
leave.
do electronic invites.
Just okay.
Everything
From
is done by hard mail
all right.
because you can't leave no trace, man.
Why?
I don't know.
You doing like illegal
No,
shit?
you just use owls, and it's like very old school, very macabre. Everybody wears masks.
Sure.
It's like
Eyes wide shut type shit.
yeah.
Gotcha.
That's how they all are.
Okay. So from owl invite to ejac,
Yeah. Okay.
what happens? What's the itinerary?
Well, first you have to like stimulate everyone's minds. We usually watch Jeopardy for like 3-4 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Usually it's half Alex Trebek episodes and half Ken Jennings episodes.
We usually leave right after that. Kind of just watch Jeopardy. Nobody really fucks.
Yeah, and then I don't hang out for the
You icky. So Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
4 hours
4
of
hours.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Mind stimulating
Yeah, and then
Jeopardy.
everybody's horny enough after that
Of course.
to where we serve a dinner. So you have to eat.
You gotta eat now.
Yeah. And it's mostly like, stew and stroganoff.
Getting brisket. Raw
Yeah.
onions.
Yeah, sometimes
Kimchi.
someone brings a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse.
So it gets real rank in there. And then everyone, I assume, maybe does a coffee enema.
Yeah. How'd you know?
A group CE.
No, and then at that point, everyone's pretty tired.
Okay. Yeah.
So most people just go home.
Yeah. Yep, carb load.
That's an orgy.
I guess so. Does anyone ever stick around? Like,
For what?
I don't know. Some fun after dinner banter.
I guess we
Some
could do
post.
a little bit of that, but we already watched 4 hours of Jeopardy and ate stroganoff. So I don't know what else you want from me, dude.
Yeah, that's true. The post Jeopardy and meal coitus does seem like quite an ask at this point. You have done a lot as a host.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Go fuck at your own house. Leave me alone. I have dishes to do.
Do you ever cater?
I mean, I could.
You ever get like a sponsor, like a Baja Fresh, Ruby Tuesdays?
We've done Chipotle a couple times.
That's cool.
We tried to do Chick-fil-A, but we always have our orgies on Sundays.
That's tough.
So we did Popeyes, and it just, it's good, but it's not the same.
So like, let's say somebody comes early, but like they show up early.
Trust me, no one's coming early.
Yeah. Like you say the thing is at 6. This guy shows up at 5:45 or something.
Mhm.
What do you make him like wait outside? Or are you like party starts at 6, or is like
No, we're just gonna watch an extra 15 minutes of Jeopardy.
just Jeopardy starts when the first guy shows up?
I mean, I'm already watching Jeopardy when these.
Oh yeah. So
I've been watching Jeopardy while I prepare the meal.
so so you seem pretty locked in with just Jeopardy and coffee enemas, and it seems like just other people are just tagging along for like a day a week. But if they were there, you'd still be Jeopardy stew enema.
No, that's like what an orgy is.
Oh,
Is Jeopardy
yeah.
stroganoff.
Yeah, it's a abbreviation. Yeah, that makes sense. I won't think on it any further. What is like the host's job at the orgy? Like, what are you looking out for? What's on your mind most? I guess Jeopardy probably.
Yes.
Probably the question being asked, and
You got to make sure that the episodes are good and that people haven't seen them before.
Yeah, fair
Because
enough.
if one guy's seen every episode, he's just gonna know all the answers,
Yeah, we can't
and
have.
that's not fun. And then
So do you like figure that out before the thing starts, or are you just kind of scouring the room, seeing if like?
I'm watching these fuckers,
Okay.
and I can tell who knows when they've like I can tell who the real Jep heads are.
That seems like a. I don't think that's a bad word, but
What?
nothing. It just I don't know. So when you
I'm a
see,
real Trebek head myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So when you see somebody who knows the episode, they've caught this rerun before. What do you do? Do you blow a whistle? Do you throw a flag? Do you strobe
Usually
light
they have to
tackle?
go and sit in the kitchen and just eat stroganoff.
It's a punishment.
Yeah, but they have to eat it till their stomach hurts.
Uh, yeah, okay. And then they can join again when the
Well,
next
usually they
episode
have
of
to shit
Jeopardy.
after that.
You copy enema. All right, cool. Um, so do you have any? Are there any rules that you've had to implement since starting this
Yeah,
Jeopardy orgy?
no sex.
No sex.
People kept having sex during the Jeopardy time,
Okay.
and it was like ruining the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like this time is for Jeopardy,
Uh-huh.
not you guys banging.
Right. I get that. No,
And
that's
it's just like
that's gotta be really annoying.
it's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it
And
is.
so I had to tell them to stop, and then they wouldn't even eat my stroganoff after that. And so I had to get a whole new orgy group of people that just like Jeopardy.
You really put a lot of work into the stroganoff, don't you?
Yeah, man, it's a really good stroganoff.
I bet. You sound really passionate about it.
I am.
I'm sure it's amazing. It sucks that they weren't, appreciative of your. Maybe they thought you said stroking off.
That would make so much sense. Oh my god.
Yeah. It could just be a misunderstanding, but you'd think they'd also be able to like read the room.
Yeah, or the flyers that I made
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the fine
that say
print.
Jeopardy and Stroganoff orgy at my house every Sunday.
Yeah. I heard about there was another group that
Jeopardy.
yeah, there was another Jeopardy group. They like to do kind of similar activities, and they had to implement a rule where they said the food cannot be in the same room as the room we're all watching Jeopardy in. Because one time they had the food in the same room that they were watching Jeopardy, and someone's balls were in the ranch.
Whoa. Okay, first of all, why are your balls out when you're watching Jeopardy? You can have as much food as you want while watching Jeopardy at my.
Okay. I'm just because that now you can still have food. You just have to, take it outside, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, we're watching Jeopardy.
All right.
You got to eat a snack while Ken Jennings is.
Uh huh. Well, I guess the next questions aren't really as funny if you're actually literally talking about watching Jeopardy. But fuck it. Do you ever give out like a most improved or a MVP or little awards after each quarter or whatever when people come by a bunch? Like, you know
Yeah.
what, Jim, you wouldn't last 2 minutes at first.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of people that like couldn't, watch Jeopardy for the full amount of time when we first started.
Uh-huh.
But now, I started implementing like a system of rewards where for every successful hour of Jeopardy you watch, like in one sitting, you get to take home a bowl of stroganoff.
Jeez, dude.
Sorry.
What do you have to do?
That was to wake
Wake
up. That was to wake up from the nap that I was supposed to be taking on the couch. Are you awake?
Yep. Uh,
Sorry.
that's okay. Oof.
Uh, and now that they can take home a bowl of stroganoff with them after for every successful hour, we got people watching. They want to watch more hours of Jeopardy.
Yeah, dude, bring some fucking Tupperware, cause um, do people ever Irish exit or enter an Irish entrance? Which I
Um,
know we're in the Jeopardy bit, but can you imagine Irish entering an orgy? Just, oh, Rick's here. Like, yeah, sorry, I was a little late.
what's an Irish entry?
Well, so Irish goodbye is you
You
don't
say you don't.
announce that you're leaving.
Yeah,
So you
you
just show up.
like you're still invited. You just aren't gonna let people know that you're going.
Well, I assume like maybe the orgy's like already like really happening. You're like 20, 30 minutes in, sweat has accrued, and you just kind of like walk in, no one really sees you, you just kind of slither yourself into the people pile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Irish entrance.
I feel like that would fine just because like the like organized chaos of it all. Like usually, I feel like there's some sort of rotation happening. You know, like when we're watching Jeopardy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not everybody, you know, is always engaged with the questions, right? Like some people will go to the bathroom and they'll come back and then they'll answer a question. You're like, oh yeah, Jim's back there.
Mhm.
He knew what like the you know, geographical region that was known to house the large birds known as uh mechas, MECCAs. I think that's wrong.
Okay.
And then Jim's like, what is New Zealand? And then Ken Jennings is like, that's correct. And then you're like, damn, Jim, good job. You know about ancient big birds.
Yeah. Ancient big birds. Big old yellow.
Exactly. And so there was an ancient tribe of big bird type birds that lived on New Zealand back in the day. Everybody knows this. Anyways,
Let's different but also similar hypothetical. You are asked to do stand up opening for an orgy. Um you finish your set, you do pretty well, you know. It was a good set. What's like the last thing you say to kick off the orgy? Like, let's get coming, or
mm,
I'm Samson Large. You guys have a great night.
I guess
Check for bumps. I don't know.
I would end it on like, now you guys are.
A bit about my family.
I don't know, something about like, we laughed. Now let's get some lube and get loose.
Live, laugh, lube.
Yeah, something like, oh, I like that. Yeah, live, laugh, lube. That's fun. I don't know, maybe like
Starter pistol.
that's a good move. Just like set your engines.
The checkered flag.
Simon says start.
Simon says clap once. Simon says clap twice. Go have sex.
Simon says start fucking.
You pull your balls out, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" No.
Could you imagine getting canceled for like jerking off during a set at an orgy or something?
Like, we paid him to do comedy, not for this crass.
Or like someone hosts like the porn star awards or something, like a comedian, and he pulls his balls out as like a joke, and he gets canceled for that.
Oh, ew.
Like some guy in the front row is like, "Pull your balls out," and then he does it, and then he gets canceled.
It was Diplo who yelled at him. Diplo ends Chris Rock's career at porn awards. Told Chris to pull his balls out. Chris did. Porn stars were not down.
7 women have filed charges against Chris Rock, and 14 guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
There were children in that audience. What?
I mean, you know, those porn awards, there's a lot of people. Some of them have got to have kids. There's a chance someone was not able to find a babysitter.
There are too many MILF videos on porn sites.
There's got to be a couple
Where there
kids
did not
somewhere.
be some moms that just could not find a babysitter for the award show.
I mean, I'm sure there's like a little dog cage or whatever that they let the kids hang out in.
It's like at the coat check.
Yeah, just leave your kid at the door.
You just hang them up with the coat. They're just like on a coat hanger, like.
And you leave and you like, are like, wait a minute, this one's not mine, but I'm almost home. Damn it.
Like somebody called Johnny again. I think this is one of his.
Does yours have this stitching pattern? Oh. Sex parties. Jeopardy.
Yeah, what do you...
Those were my the questions I wanted to have for sexpert Chris Foster.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
We'll get him and we'll ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah,
But for now, we're just going to pretend what his answers would have been. And that's Jeopardy, 16 coffee enemas, beef stroganoff, and Jim, who's good at New Zealand-based questions.
That's pretty on, I feel like. I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Live, laugh, lube, baby. Okay, anything else?
I don't know. You want to go watch Jeopardy?
I'm gonna like go watch something. Okay, we can watch Jeopardy.
No, I just thought that would be a funny thing to end on. I'd be like, we can go watch Jeopardy, and then you'd be like, yeah, and then we can like. What are you, more of a wheel guy?
What?
You more of a Wheel of Fortune guy?
Oh, I never really watched any game shows, really.
I feel like the only two that matter are Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Yeah, I didn't really watch either of those ones. I watched a lot of like the like Wipeouts, stuff like that, which I guess are games shows, but just the more physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah. Big fan.
Do you think you could do that?
I think I could do all of the obstacles individually if you
Mm.
gave me a few attempts. In one solid run through, though, maybe.
How
Probably
long
not.
do you think it would take you of like training to be able to do one solid? Like if we built you like a makeshift training run.
If I had the setup, I could. I can't imagine it would take me more than like a month or two to figure it. Give me like a month to get like the strength up, and then another to get the course.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah,
Let's do it.
okay.
Let's get you on.
Danik has one of the walls.
Really?
The, like weight or inverted walls or whatever they're called. I can get those pretty easily.
We should go tell Danik that we're trying to train you up for American Ninja Warrior, and they need to build us a course
Mm-hmm.
to train you. American Ninja Warrior will take one of those videos for submission tapes And you'll be
Yeah.
like, "Hi, I'm Max, and I've been training for American Ninja Warrior." And then you shove like 6 kids out of the way while you like run through the course.
Yeah. What I do is I use PTSD and war trauma to help guide my way through the Ninja Warrior course. You just hear like machine guns in my head. And, uh,
Yeah, we'll put a Rambo headband on you and like
I'm
put some
gonna
black lines on your face. And...
I'm gonna be the tallest ninja.
That's
That'd
why
be
I
pretty
think you
cool.
could do it really well, is because like you could just kind of like
I think the hardest things for me would be the arm obstacles, like where you have to hang onto a bar and like that
jump
shit.
up. Yeah, the salmon ladder.
That's I think would be most of what my training would go to.
Mm-hmm. Beefing up
The
your shoulders and
yeah,
stuff.
the legs I'm pretty confident in,
Yeah.
but yeah, arms that's another beast because I got 2 legs, but I also have 2 arms. That's like 4 things to
How
learn.
much do you think you can lift with each arm?
Like emotionally or spiritually?
Like spatially?
Let's just say
Like if you
if this arm can lift 100, this arm can lift 60.
Okay. Fair.
Wink.
Wink.
Because I
Stroganoff.
jerk. Yeah. 'Cause I stroke my beef off with she stroking. No. Um, I don't know. My max bench, I think, was like 130 or something. 135 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
I never was able to do it with the 45 on each side.
Mm-hmm.
So the
I
answer
thought
is
that
not
was
that.
135.
It might be. So then a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, my arms are not that strong physically. Emotionally and spiritually, though, and spatially, they're jacked.
I feel like
Look at all this space.
I feel like you could do like you could do a lot of pull-ups if you tried.
I had a phase where I could bust out like 25.
That's really good.
Thank you.
That's like a lot of pull-ups. That's like most people can't do like probably 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good for me then.
Um
I mean,
Okay,
right now I could like struggle through like 10.
that's still really good. That's still like more than most people could get through in a row probably.
All right. Well, then we're on the right track.
Like for firefighting, we had to do 7 in a row.
What?
Yep. And a lot of people were really struggling.
Like without like fire gear on, just 7 raw pull-ups.
All the way down, dead hang.
Uh-huh.
Start for dead hang. All the way up. Yeah, 7. That's all you need to do. In a row.
The dead hang does get you though.
The dead hang is tough. Starting from the dead hang is hard.
Yeah, and then going like back to it.
Mm-hmm. Once you get into a rhythm though, it's like pretty easy. And like if you're running like a mile a day to 2 miles a day, and you're like not super like I don't know, and can do like 20 push-ups
Yeah,
in a row, you can probably do 7 pull-ups.
totally, for sure, absolutely, 100%. I agree.
I have no idea how many I could do right now. Maybe like 7.
It's a good number. Um. Yeah, we can build a course, and we can become some pretty good ninjas.
Let's just go out and run around in the woods like we did when we were kids.
We can do that too. That sounds fun.
That sounds way fun.
Yeah, yeah. When it gets okay. Mountain parkour. Fun.
Fun.
Okay. Any last thing? Plugs?
No.
Shows? None?
Come to my open mic every Monday, 9 p.m. And oh yeah, watch out for Off the Cuff. on April 11th at Mad Sweet, and then there's gonna be more off the cuff. All there's gonna be more off the cuff coming soon to a venue near you.
Mm-hmm. Uh, um, 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 um. Come to my mic too on Thursdays. And then on my birthday, I'm hosting for Dustin Shalafo at Mad Swede. And then something else that I forgot. I've been Max.
I'm Samson.